speed isn't always the priority for those shopping for a new motorcycle. However, for some riders, speed and performance is the lifeblood of their motorcycle riding passion. They live for the roar of the engine when you twist the throttle. Their heart beats faster as the speedometer climbs, the wind whips around them, and they feel the pure mechanical power beneath them. The adrenaline pumps through their veins as they tuck down to the tank and become one with the bike. Or maybe they're addicted to the insane torque of the futuristic electric motor underneath them. One thing is for sure, these machines are untamable, and it takes a special kind of rider to get the most out of them. Manufacturers are releasing new, lightning-fast models all the time. So here are the top 10 fastest production motorcycles currently on sale. Number 10. Suzuki Hayabusa. Top speed, 186 miles per hour. You just know the list is going to be epic when the first motorcycle itself is the legendary Suzuki Hayabusa. The hyperbike first debuted in 1999, only to become the world's fastest motorcycle at the time. It not only breached 190 miles per hour, but it also sparked a speed war among its competitors. This, in turn, birthed the subsequent gentleman's agreement, limiting most future superbikes to 186 miles per hour. In its third generation, the Hayabusa employs a 1340cc four-cylinder engine that produces 187 horsepower and 110 pound-feet, a 12 horsepower increase since its first iteration. The power doesn't tell the full story though, as Suzuki's altered the torque delivery for the latest gen model. So the Busa pulls harder than before, managing a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of under 3 seconds. Sadly, top speed locks out at 186 miles per hour, which is the Busa's own doing back in the day. Number 9. Yamaha YCFR-1M. Top speed, 186 miles per hour. The YCFR-1M is Yamaha's flagship MotoGP-derived superbike. With a 998cc engine, the only one here with a crossplane crank, the R1M promises impressive performance right from the moment you drop the clutch. You get 197 horsepower and 83 pound-feet to keep you entertained, all good enough for a 0 to 62 miles per hour sprint in just 2.56 seconds. Sure, this figure was attained by a professional racer, but it shows just how capable the MotoGP-derived engine tech is. What also helps here is the impressive sub 450 pound curb weight. Number 8. Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10RR. Top speed, 186 miles per hour. The Ninja ZX-10R is one of the finest leader class bikes you can buy on a budget. But for speed fanatics, Kawasaki has the ZX-10RR. The extra R promises more performance from the 998cc inline-4 engine, a total of 214 horsepower and 82 pound-feet to be precise. Credit here goes to a number of engine tweaks. While titanium rods and lighter pistons are obvious additions, you also get new variable intake system. The latter comes straight from Kawasaki's WSBK race bike, ridden by 6-time world champ Jonathan Rea, so you'll reach super fast speeds quicker than the 10R, which takes under 3.5 seconds to reach 62 miles per hour. The gentleman's agreement will still limit you to 186 miles per hour though. Number 7. Honda CBR 1000 RRR Fireblade SP. Top speed, 186 miles per hour. When the Fireblade hit the market 30 years ago, it rocked everyone's world. And it's something Honda intended with the latest CBR 1000 RRR Fireblade SP as well. The superbike has an overhauled 999cc inline-4 engine for maximum performance, ripe with dual-stage injection and a dedicated Akrapovic as standard. The engineers also tuned the bike in accordance with HSTC calibration data straight from the company's WSBK race bikes. Thanks to all the tuning and tweaking, the RRR Fireblade has 215 horsepower and 83 pound-feet while weighing in at just 443 pounds or 201 kilograms. To no one's surprise, the motorcycle is locked at 186 miles per hour, although the Honda reaches this speed in just the 4th gear itself. The sad bit, however, is that the US spec CBR 1000 RRR is restricted to just 186 horsepower. Number 6. MV Agusta Brutale 1000RR. Top speed, over 186 miles per hour. MV Agusta knows a thing or two about speed, thanks to its multiple world titles in motorcycle racing. Though MV's racing initiative isn't going to plan nowadays, it has some crazy fast road bikes to excite you instead. A fitting example of this is the completely bonkers looking Brutale 1000RR. There's simply nothing quite like it on the street, not just by design standards but also in the performance aspect. The Naked employs a 998cc inline-4 screamer that produces an astonishing 208 horsepower. Add to this its 410-pound dry weight and you're looking at a top speed of over 186 miles per hour. There's no electronic restriction either, so you can see 300 on the dash. Not easily, though, considering there's no fairing to hide behind. Heck, the Italian giant hasn't even put a small windshield to deflect air. Safe to say only the ballsy can manage that. Number 5. Aprilia RS V4. Top speed 191 miles per hour. If you're into MotoGP, you'd know Aprilia has made massive strides in the past couple of years, and all of it shows on its flagship offering, the RS V4 1100. Its engine capacity has grown from 1077cc to 1099cc, which helps it produce a baffling 217 horsepower and 92 pound-feet. This makes it the most powerful leader class bike in America, with the best horsepower to price ratio as well. What does all of it mean in the real world? Well, you're looking at a speedo indicated top speed of 195 miles per hour in addition to a 0 to 60 miles per hour stint of under 3 seconds. Like its other European contemporaries, the RS V4 isn't restricted to 186 miles per hour either. Number 4. BMW M1000RR. Top speed 195 miles per hour. BMW was one of the first bike makers to pitch the gentleman's agreement in the late 1990s. Today, however, the Bavarian giant is home to one of the fastest bikes out there, the M1000RR. The M is a spruced up version of the normal S1000RR, armed to the teeth with more of everything including performance. At heart, it benefits from an inline-4 engine that churns out 212 horsepower and 83 pound-feet, identical to the SRR. But in its latest update, the MRR has a new aero package which helps it record a top speed of 195 miles per hour. There are new fairings and a bigger windshield too, so you can tuck in properly at these serious speeds. You should know the US spec model is limited to 205 horsepower and 189 miles per hour though. Number 3. Damon HYPERSPORT Premier. Top speed 200 miles per hour. Damon's been around for only a hot minute, but it's already made people more excited about EVs than Harley and Zero combined. Though the company has immense focus on technology and safety, the specs are the crown jewel here. In a sea of commuter bikes, the Damon HYPERSPORT has 200 of everything. Peak power, 200 ponies. Peak torque, 200 Nm or 147 pound-feet. Claimed range, 200 miles. And finally, top speed, 200 miles per hour. Yes, there's still a lack of backing about the HYPERSPORT's real-world performance, but these figures are still pretty impressive. Not to mention, it's one of the most advanced bikes here with a groundbreaking co-pilot system. It sees everything around you and alerts the rider about dangers they may not be aware of. You also have an interesting ergonomic system that can be electronically adjusted just for you. Number 2. Ducati PANIGALE V4R. Top speed, over 200 miles per hour. A list of fast motorcycles without a Ducati doesn't make sense, and the Italian giant's flagship superbike is a deserving candidate here. Yes, we're talking about the Panigale V4R, the company's top-tier motorcycle derived from MotoGP and WSBK know-how. While there are plenty of special bits, the 998cc Stradale or Evo engine takes the center stage here. It produces 218 horsepower in stock trim, which goes up to an insane 237 horsepower with an Akrapovic race exhaust. And the exhaust also brings the curb weight to 415 pounds, down from the standard 427. Together, all this helps you breach the 200 miles per hour mark fairly easily. The speedo just shows a dash after 186 miles per hour though, so you'll need a GPS to find out the true top speed. And finally, number 1, Kawasaki Ninja H2R. Top speed, an eye-watering 249 miles per hour. Kawasaki's H2 moniker is deeply embedded into the company's heritage. The Japanese manufacturer produced the H2 Mark IV back in the 1970s that left a lasting impression on enthusiasts at the time. credit went to its triple-cylinder 750cc mill with 74 horsepower, handsome looks, and likable riding dynamics. Fast forward to today, and the H2 name tag is borne by the world's fastest production motorcycle, the Ninja H2R. At its heart lies a 998cc supercharged inline-4 engine, with a mind-bending 310 horsepower available at the twist of a wrist. The engine has exclusive components from head to toe, all topped by bespoke carbon fairings that focus on one single thing: aerodynamics. Though these components mean you can't ride it on the road, the Hyperbike is an unmatched prospect in the market, only for die-hard speed fanatics. Not even World SSP champion Kenan Sofuoglu could resist this, and he reached an insane 400 kmph or 249 miles per hour on his H2R. There's also a road-legal version of the motorcycle, the H2, which has 228 horsepower. So if you need a shot of the adrenaline rush induced by the twist of the throttle, which of these machines would you go for? Let me know in the comments down below. If you liked this video, then smash that like button, and if you'd like to catch more motorcycle news and content, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.